actually seated on the mat, not in hero's pose. So this is hero's pose, as in sitting on the heels. Sorry, I was just getting up. And actually what you can do here, you can get hold of your calf. So especially if you're a runner, so just to give you a little lesson in anatomy, the bones aren't connected to the body, you know, so that if you move your wrist, you've got quite a lot of movement there. But if you try and take the skin from your center of your hands, it's kind of like really hard to take it off. But the skin or the fascia around the bone here is quite, you know, quite movable. And it's the same in the calf muscles as well. So the calf muscles, so the lower legs have a really similar setup to the forearms, and the thighs are really similar setup to the upper arm. If you look at the patterns of the muscles in the body. So there's a long-winded way of saying that if you get your calves, you can take your calves and you can really roll them out. For those of you that are runners or spend a lot of time walking, that's a really nice thing to do, just to take those muscles, those gastrocnemius muscle, and almost roll them outwards. Now, if you feel uncomfortable sitting on your feet like this, you can always take a brick underneath your bum, and it makes a really big difference, or a cushion as well. So just sitting up straight there, Chloe. So bringing your shoulders in line with your hips, that's it. And then finding that lengthening in the upper body. Hi, Joe. Just drawing yourself down into hero's pose, taking a deep breath in. Letting the hands just sit in one on top of the other, and exhale. Nice. And if you're uncomfortable in this pose for, you know, for the next few moments, just feel free to come back into a seated position, taking the legs either into Sukhasana or cross-legged or out in front. To take a deep breath in and exhale. And inhale through the nose, nice and deep. And as we exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale again, nice and deep into the belly, not the chest. And then exhale. As you come to the end of the exhale, tuck the belly button under the pubic bone. So you're tucking it in, a little bit down. Nice, take a deep breath in, and you can hold the belly here, or you can just let it release and then draw it in on your exhale breath. Just inhaling and exhaling, setting your intention of the class, just beginning to bring the mind into a little bit of peace, a little bit of calm. Often what the mind needs is quietness, and the body needs is movement, and often it's the other way around. The mind can be super busy and the body can be still. And so as we take, you know, this attention to the breath and the quality of the breath, I just want you to surrender yourself to the mat today. You know, there's no need to push anything. Let's remove the ego. Let's take, you know, this pressure away from our practice. You know, in childhood, we always wanted to be the best at this and the best at that. You know, we can just now, as adulthood, let all that go. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's slowly take alternate nostril breathing. So imagine breathing in through the left nostril and then breathing out through the right. Breathing in through the right. Now you know we're not blocking out, let's breathe out through the left. And although we're not blocking off the nostrils, we can just feel and imagine the breath going up this time through the left. And out through the right. Try not to make the breaths too deep, so you can just kind of draw breath in through the right. Just kind of feel as though you're not going right into the deep cavity of the nose, so you just gently drawing it into the middle section, out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. And out through the left. Let's reach the arms to the sky. You're just going to reserve the breath, return the breath to normal rhythmic breathing. And then as we come forward, we're just going to gently push forward. I'm going to just squidge on my mat a little bit. You just want to come onto the tops of your feet and lift the legs. Doesn't matter how far. Come all the way back down into almost a child's pose. And then inhale, lift onto the top of the feet and come back down. The first time I did this, I thought that my feet were going to collapse. Come on up onto the toes like a deep ballet point, and then come down. Come on up onto the toes. Roll over the toes, push back to dog. Stretch out those calf muscles. Just gently walk through the feet. Come up onto your tiptoes. Bring the knees down. And then take your knees wide. Cross the feet over and come into a seated position. Nice. Reach the arms up to the sky. Nice. As we exhale, draw them out to the sides and fold forward. Inhale, lift them up to the sky. Nice. Making sure the shoulders are over the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring them up to the sky. Take the weight back, lift the knees, find our boat or your half boat. Exhale, cross your legs the other way. Draw the sit bones down. Good. Feeling that control in the abs and the shoulders. And fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Come on up as we lean back, keeping that back nice and long. You can keep the legs crossed if you want to. You can bring the hands into your heart if it feels too much. As we exhale, come all the way back down, fold forward. One more time, inhale. Pull the belly in so that you feel it through your abs, not so much through your hip flexors. And then as we exhale, slowly come into canoe. Squeeze the belly in, soft and gentle in the neck. Inhale into half boat. Lift the heart and the chest. Exhale into your canoe. Inhale, half boat. Exhale, canoe. Inhale, half boat. Exhale, canoe. We're going to hold our boat this time. We're going to lift the arms to the sky. Extend the legs. Hold it here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep trying. Keep going. Come all the way to half. Hands just hovering the knees. Or you can hold the knees. Or you can bring the feet down to make it a little easier. Now you're going to twist the hands towards the left. Hold it here. Bring them back to center. Twist them to the right. Squeeze those knees in together. Drop the shoulders. Don't keep holding the shoulders up here. Drop them down. That's it, Chloe. Drop those shoulders. Drop them down. And then as we inhale, come all the way forward. Take hold of your big toes, your calves, or the floor, and lower to the earth. So we're lowering down, nice straight back, elongate, so you're being pulled from the crown. Nice. Come all the way back. Bring your hands to the heart. Cross the legs. Folding to the side. Begin to find and wake up the side body. As we inhale, stretch the arm up. And imagine breathing into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, take a deeper stretch. Draw your left sit bone on the earth if your right hand is over, and swap it around if you've gone the other way. Inhale, expand the ribs. And exhale and release. Nice. Inhale, come all the way up. Switch on over to the other side. Nice. Just dropping this left shoulder, the grounded arm shoulder to the earth, so it's not up by the ear. Reaching that arm over. Inhale, breathe into the ribs. Exhale. So you're funneling the breath down through the belly, down through your tail or your root. One more breath, drawing that opposite buttock down. Nice. And then as we inhale, come all the way forward. Open the arms wide. We're going to bring the arms up and then bring them down. Shoulders and elbows in line. So we're going to take them up and down, and up and down. Just check that your elbows are in line. Take them up and down. Lift them a little higher. Nice. And you can feel that energy pumping through. Nice. Draw the shoulders down the back and make sure you're not folding forward or backwards. Nice. Just going to continue. Nice. From here, we're going to lift the arms in and then lift them up and take them apart and then bring them down. Lift them in, draw them together, lift them up, take them apart and draw them down. One more time, draw them up, bring those elbows in, hands behind, draw them apart and then bring them down. Lovely. You're going to reach forward, extend the hands all the way forward, maybe bring the elbows on the floor and take the thumbs underneath the chin. So you do work those thumbs along the jaw and see if you can find any little lumps and bumps in there. This is your lymphatic glands of the jaw. And if you can feel little lumps and bumps, maybe just give it a little massage, just press into it. Again, this is going to help take impurities out of the body. And if you notice a lot, maybe this is something that you could do more regularly. Just think of doing it as your little kriya, a little cleanse. These are called yoga kriyas. And we're going to extend those hands forward, let go of the chin, and release the head to the earth. Keep your bottom on the floor. Nice. Surrender. Just remind yourself that yoga is not about your ego. Nice. Come all the way forward. Going to bring the knees wide. Come as we slide forward. We're going to bring the knees wide, turn the toes out, come back to frog. And then bring your hips in line with the knees. So for some of you, that will mean coming forward. Others, it will mean coming back. Slide those knees away. Pull the navel in. Draw the elbows parallel. And then we're going to pulse. You can take your heels wider. We're going to pulse. Opening up those adductors. That connection to your pelvis. And then I want you to hold it in a position where you feel, so it's a slight pulling back the whole time. And then you feel it so that it's, it's not pleasant, let's just say that. Breathe through. Pull the belly in a little, feel that engagement through the belly. Flex the feet so that we're looking after the knee. And if you may just feel that you need to put a blanket or something to your knees, that's totally fine. Draw up through the shoulders and feel that extension from the crown to your tail or crown to your coccyx. And then maybe you feel that pain, that little niggly pain has subsided. You can push back a little more. This is called frog pose. Inhale. And then as we exhale, we just come forward ever so slightly. Draw the feet in, bring the big toes together. And then come forward and then start to sit back. Now this might be a bit too much. Maybe you can sit back. We're going to use the hands so you can bring the hands forward. So the toes are together, the heels apart. Nice. This is where you see kind of 5-year-old kids doing with ease. You're like, what? How do you do that? And then from here, we're going to open the legs, feet wide. Bring your knees in slightly just before we come up. Draw the hands down. We're going to come up into a wide-legged downward facing dog. Draw those sit bones back. Make sure your feet are facing parallel with the long ends of your mat. Nice. Maybe drop, for some of you, maybe walk your hands closer towards you. Or closer towards the feet. Allow the body to rest here. Just noticing where you feel the stretch. Is it the legs, the arms, the back? All of the above. Nowhere at all. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees and jump in. And then jump out and jump in and out and in and out. Keep jumping. Now, if you're finding this is too strong in the shoulders, send the weight back into your buttocks. And it should be equally balanced. So your wrists shouldn't be taking more. And very soon, you're going to start to feel that your thighs are going to be waking. Nice. This time, we're going to jump all the way in. Take the feet hip distance apart, and then walk your hands gently towards the feet, coming to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Oh, finally I'm warming up for this first time today. We're going to hold onto the backs of the elbows and let those elbows drop to the floor. Pull the navel in, draw the elbows down, let the head release, shaking the head left and right, yes and no.
Inhale, lift up a little bit. Like maybe a couple of inches. And exhale. Breathe that breath away as you draw the elbows down. Nice. Really lovely stretch in your hamstrings and in your back. Really, I just want you to bring the weight slightly more forward into your toes until you get that feeling that you're going to fall. You're not going to fall. And then I want you to take a deep breath in again. And exhale, draw the elbows to the earth. Bend the knees ever so slightly. We're going to open up the arms wide. As though we're in a knees bend, like Utkatasana aeroplane. And then come all the way up. Draw the palms together. Come up into Urdhva Hastasana, upward hand pose. Tucking your tailbone under. Slide one foot to the other and come into Utkatasana. Draw the shoulder blades back. Nice, bring the hands into your heart. Keep the knees together. Try not to let this back knee come forward. We're going to bring the hands into your heart center and then begin to twist over to the left. Standing Utkatasana twist. Nice, and then leaving this left hand where it is. Now rotate that shoulder. Keep those knees together, so you might need to pull the left hip back to draw the left knee back. Pull the belly in. Let's rotate the arms twice in one way, twice the other way. And then bring the hands back to your heart center. Nice. Inhale, come back into Utkatasana, hands in the middle of the heart. And then exhale, reach the arms up high. Nice. Rise on up. Take a little back bend by lifting through the front of the belly. And then exhale, bring the hands back into your heart center. You're going to twist the other way. Nice. So sucker those knees in together. Nice, drawing it through. And let's let this left shoulder open. Keep your left hand in with your heart. Nice, taking that over. Nice, big rotations there. Couple one way and then the other. And then when you've finished your last revolution, bring the hands into the heart center. Draw the belly in, squeeze a little more. And then as we inhale, come back to center. We're going to drop the feet, drop the bottom back further so the knees are really clear of the feet. You should be able to see your feet. Spread your toes. Basically, if you want to, just make sure the feet are parallel. Hold it here, lift the ribs off the belly, or we can lift the ribs off the thighs. And then as we exhale, fold down for a little rest. Shake out the head and the neck. Inhale, come forward. I just want you to bring your hands forward as though you're going to come into dog, but then come up onto your tiptoes and let that weight come forward. And then spring off your hands and bring them back. Bring the hands forward up onto your tiptoes and then spring them back. Bring your hands forward, so we're in a shallower dog, and then coming up onto those tiptoes, bringing the weight into the shoulders. Nice little preparation for something like crow, or moving into any kind of arm balance. Nice. From here, we're going to draw the feet down, come into a very shallow dog, and lift the right leg to the sky. Rotate that, bend in the knee, rotate that hip one way and then the other. So you're drawing circles with the knee. And then bring that right foot forward between the hands. Draw both heels down. Bend the front knee. Feel the stretch on the back of the left calf or the back of the leg that's back. And then drawing in through the belly, bring your hands to your heart center. Straighten up through the spine so that we're horizontal with the floor or perpendicular to the floor, same level as the floor. And then slowly drawing to the feet, spread those toes again, lifting up, lifting the arms into warrior one. And make sure you're not sticking your bum out. Keep the bend in the front knee and engage the glutes. Nice, draw your right hip back and the left hip forward so you feel that you're nice
and level. And then elongate the chest. So think of drawing the bum under to lift up the belly. And then from here, we're going to open the arms about as though you've got a brick in between them for warrior one pose. Not like this, so we're not in a crescent. Keeping that nice and straight and elongating the body. Take your hands together. Draw the elbows towards each other and ease those elbows backwards, opening up through the shoulders. And then as we exhale, we're going to straighten the front leg, come forwards, and just take the hands onto the lower spine. Now this is a balance, so draw down into the feet and pull up into your belly, engaging that Uddiyana Bandha. Draw your shoulders backwards, feel that lift in the chest and across the belly here. The Parkes-McQueen variation. If you wanted to make this a little bit more exciting, we can extend the right arm forward. And then we can extend that left arm backwards. Nice. Left hand is facing up towards the sky. Right hand is extending out in front of you. From here, draw both hands down either side of the right foot. Let the head come to the knee. And then pick up your left foot and lift it halfway, so we're coming into a hands down warrior three. You're going to bring the knee in towards the chest and round through the back, drawing the nose in towards the knee. Inhale, left leg extends, point the toe. Exhale, knee into chest. And extend. Bring it in. And extend. Bring it in. And extend. Step it all the way back, nice and deep, runner's lunge. Reach the right arm up to the sky. And then open up here. Just making sure that you know you can take your left hand a little bit further off the mat if you wanted to, don't get a feel as though there's a compression in this left shoulder. Lift up with the right shoulder, holding it here. You can always drop the knee down if this feels too strong. Let's bring that hand to your heart, to your hips. Drop through the hips, draw them forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop it deeper. So you can see the length of those quads. Elongating as we drop down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it deeper. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it deeper. Bring your right hand down, step back into downward facing dog. Walk through the feet again. Nice, so we're walking through those feet. Come up onto your tiptoes in your inhale, drawing through the belly. Exhale, draw the heels down. Feel that breath in your body. Inhale, draw the heels up and exhale them down. Gentle through the neck. Inhale, heels up. Exhale them down. Nice. Inhale, you're going to lift that left leg up towards sky. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Draw the right foot back. Rising on up, drawing that energy in. Tucking the tailbone under, bring your hands to your heart. And then feel that elongation through the belly as we come up into warrior. Let's push through into the back heel. Push into the front foot. Elongate, try and reach the whole of your torso. So you're being stretched upwards. Nice. You should begin to engage the glutes and feel this in the whole of the legs, the ribs and the belly. Bring the hands together. Draw the elbows towards each other. Start to ease back, but not being tempted to take a back bend here. So the tailbone is tucked. Nice. This time we're going to ease forward. We're going to take your left hand forward, your right hand on your hip, straightening the front leg as we go. Now tuck in the chin. I know you might be looking at the screen, but tuck in the chin and send your right hand back, palm facing up towards the sky. You may even want to rotate the crest of the right hip forward a little. Hold it here. Having fun in our balance, pull the belly in. Notice how much easier it gets. And then as we exhale, windmill the right hand forward and draw both hands either side of your left leg. And release. Make sure you're not holding the breath.
Remember to breathe, spread the feet. So let's lift up the toes and spread the feet. And lift that back leg to the sky. Hands on the earth, nice and high. And then bring it down to warrior 3. Nice, so rotate, so we can feel this leg rotate. So just think of drawing the foot out and you can feel that like twisting of the hip, really lovely movement. And you can even go a little bit further, internal rotation, external rotation, in, out, in, out, shake it all about. We've got the yoki-koki yoga. From here, and draw the right knee in towards the nose and round through the spine. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose. And then extend, push the heel away. Feel how that feels on the opposite foot. Round it through. Send it back. Round it through. Send it back. This time we're going to hold it for a minute. Squeeze the belly in. So that knee's just hovering and lifting. And send that leg all the way back into a deep lunge. And then draw your right hand out a little bit. Drop your right hip and lift the left hand to the sky. Open up really deep stretches tonight. You're really working into the body. If this left foot feels too restricted, take the foot out to the side a little more, put a little angle in it, or even come up onto the side of the foot, if that's all you can do. And then slowly think about drawing the whole of the foot down. Nice, from here we're going to drop down the hips and draw the hip a little bit closer. And then inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop down. Doesn't matter what this top arm does. It might just naturally want to lift up and open and then come down as the hip comes down. That's totally fine. Inhale, just let it be as natural as possible. So you're just letting your body do the moving. You're not intercepting too much with the brain. Draw it down, really strong on this side. Lift up. Take it down. And then as we exhale, bring that hand all the way down. This time we're going to step the back foot forward. Nice and deep, so my toes are hanging off the edge of the mat. My heels are in, feet at a 45-degree angle. Now straighten up through the spine, so try not to sit there like this, like a little egg, little chicken in an egg, or a little something in an egg. Lift up through the crown, draw those sit bones down. Okay, let's just stay here and see what happens. Just breathe through it. Inhale. Give me this moment to reset. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to draw the hands down. We're going to jump back into plank. Nice. Bend the knees. Scoot back. Push back to dog. Nice. So open the feet so they're hip distance apart. Bend the knees and up. Just get into that little feeling of the muscles working. So we're just going to bend the knees and up, knees and up. And just try and slow the breath gently through it. Okay, from here we're going to jump and jump and jump. Just making sure there's nothing wrong, there's no feeling of injury in your shoulders or your wrists here. Keep jumping. And then this time we're going to jump forward to Malasana. Nice, jump back to plank. Bend the knees, scoop the body backwards into dog. And then we're going to jump forward to Malasana, bring the hands to the heart. Take the hands back, jump back to plank, retract the shoulder blades, push it. Then we're going to bend the knees and scoop back to dog. And jump forward into Malasana. Hands to your heart, take a breath. Exhale, hands down to plank. Bend the knees, scoop the body back. Rippling through that spine to dog. Breathing in dog. And let's do it a couple more times, just because I can tell you all really like this one. We're going to go from dog, bend the knees, Malasana, wide, squat to the front of the mat. Come all the way back, jump back to plank. Bend the knees, send the bum back. Nice. Let's straighten the legs, down dog. Bend the knees, jump forward, Malasana. Hands down to plank. Bend knees, push bottom back. Wiggling through to down dog. One more time, come all the way into Malasana at the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Squeak that, so we're not rising up like this, like so. Lift the front body. Walk your feet in a tiny bit. Exhale, lower down. And now rise. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise. I'm determined to make calm. Take a jumper off. Getting a bit warm today. Take it down and then lift it up. Take it down. Good, and lift up.
We're going to rotate that right wrist all the way to the side. Hold on to the hips. Try and keep your hips straight. Keeping a nice big rotation in that shoulder. Nice, and then bring that hand across the belly. I'll do the same with the left. Just beginning to reset. Walk your feet in hip distance apart if they're not already. And then bring the hands into your heart center. Take a moment to be still, to reset the breath. Think of the heart beating in the body. Just maybe feeling that pulse ripple through. Let the energy rise from your feet, up your calves, backs of your knees, up into the glutes, the belly. And maybe as we do, we begin to elongate and lift taller, almost as though there's a flow of energy or fire rising up from the earth into the chest, the throat, the third eye, the crown. Let's bring the arms up, extend through. And then if we can, keeping the hands here, lift the right leg up and step back into a deep crescent pose. Now find the heel so it's above the ball of the foot. Extend those arms back. Tuck your tailbone under, really straighten through the front body. And then from here, we come into the crescent shape of Anjaneyasana. Nice. Going to bring the back knee down. Taking your right elbow over your left knee, find that twist again. Pick up the knee. Nice, and then extend from one arm to the sky, one arm to the floor. If that's too much and you find you're wobblicious, bring the hands back to Anjali prayer pose again. And if you're holding here, if you can really push in that the back heel away, use your elbow to twist through. The elbow is on the outside of the knee. And then as we inhale, windmill the arms. The other way for warrior two. Drop into the front heel. Lift the arms up for warrior, exalted warrior. Let's hold it here. Windmill. Warrior two, just straighten up the torso so you're not like this. And then take exalted. Nice, take warrior two, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale. That's one, inhale, rise. Exhale, elbow to thigh, side angle pose. Stretch it through, pull the belly in, feel those ribs expanding with your in-breath. And then as we exhale, funneling the breath down the middle as we twist to look under the armpit. Take this hand either around the waist to the floor and just hanging by the knee. Hold it here, stretch a little more. And then bring both hands inside. So some of you may have to twist the other way or just stay there. We're going to draw the elbows down. And then come up onto the tiptoes. Draw the elbows to the earth. Brace through underneath the armpits. So lift the tiptoes and then bring them down. Lift the tiptoes, bring them down. Sorry, lift onto the tiptoes. Lift the heels and bring them down. I just made that harder. The tiptoes was easy, wasn't it? Okay. Lift the heels and then down. Lift the heels and then down. Lovely. And then take your hands all the way through and take your hands so they're facing and you can draw them all the way down. Walk your fingers until you draw your head underneath your bum or thereabouts or wherever you'll get to. If you're practicing your headstands and you would like to take a tripod headstand here, feel free. I'm not going to demonstrate it tonight, but if it's your practice and you'd like to put one in, feel free to do it here. And then everyone else, we're just going to take your right hand and bring that right hand forward, look under the right armpit. And then see if you can stretch both arms away from each other. Keep drawing in through the belly. Bring the weight into the toes. Don't let it go too far into the heels. Feel it underneath the armpits. So we breathe, we think of lengthening, especially on the out breath. Feel those active in the insteps. And then as we exhale, walk both hands forward as far as you can. Keep your bum in line with your heels and then take a wide leg downward dog or a super wide leg downward dog. Nice. Maybe your head comes to the earth, maybe it doesn't. Nice. From here, walk your hands in a little bit so they're underneath your shoulders. We're going to come up onto the tiptoes and jump in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. Keep going.
And then we're going to keep the legs jumping in. Come into the side of the mat, head to knee, Uttanasana. We're going to twist over, swivel on the feet, come onto back facing the front of your mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring the hands into your heart center. And then slide your left hand down and your right hand up as though you're swiveling your fingers on the wrists. You're going to pick up your right leg, draw the knee out and then flex the foot in the opposite direction. And then draw your left hand down, your right hand up. Now look over your left shoulder as you spread the toes of the left foot. Nice. From here, you're going to take that leg all the way back, bring the hands into your palm, and take your warrior three, dropping that right hip for good measure. Nice, bring the knee in to the chest, and then extend it out. Hands into your heart, bring the knee in, and extend it out. Good, feel that control, knee in, and take it out, and knee in, and step forward. Nice, inhale and rise. Exhale and lower. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, take the hands down, jump back to plank. Roll on the toes, either bring the knees down, come down to chaturanga. Inhale, come up into baby cobra, up dog, or cobra. Option of knees on or knees off. Push back into downward dog. Draw the belly in. Release the shoulders. Turn your elbows so the wells or the middle of your elbows face outwards, and that will help draw your shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in, look towards the knees. And push the sit bones away. Bend the knees, step or jump forward to the front of the mat, come up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. That's lovely one sun salutation, then you bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. A little bit faster, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back to plank. Now rotate on the toes so your shoulders come over the hand. No, shoulders come over the wrist. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale your up dog. And beautifully find your down facing dog. Nice, looking really good there. Nice. Let's take a couple of breaths here for your dog. For your hands to spread, your sit bones to rise, your heels to draw down, and those elbows to turn forward. Then the knees jump or step forward to the front of the mat. Come up halfway, hands and shins, exhale low to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands into your heart center. Inhale, come up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, jump back to plank or step back. Roll on the toes, come down, chaturanga. Remember, if you've got shoulder or arm injury, to bring those knees down. It's called letting go of the ego. Come up into up dog or cobra. Exhale, push back down dog. Going to step your right foot forward between the hands, bring the left foot in. Rising on up, we took the tail end and we find warrior two again. And let's bring those elbows back. As we lift up and open. Feel that opening in the chest and the belly, sending your heart forward. And then as we exhale, bring the hands down back into plank. Lower on the toe, roll on the toes. Bring the knees down if you want to make it easier. Elbows bend to the ribs as we then draw back, come up. Exhale, down dog. No rest of the wicked. Bring the left foot forward, right foot in. Engage through the glutes as we lift up. Bring the hands to your heart. Lift the arms up over the head. Tuck your tailbone under, bending that front knee. Lovely. Pull the belly in. So you're squeezing into the center of your ab muscles. Exhale, come all the way down. Rotate the shoulders back. So it's like a military style press up, but only on the down bit. We're not doing the up bit. Exhale, take it back. Push it all the way back. Bend the knees, jump forward. And then lower head to knee. Rise on up. Bring your hands into your heart center. Just standing here in Saramastita. Now try and remember which leg I took back last time. Okay, I think I took the right leg back, but if I do this wrong, I apologize in advance. I'm going to pick up the left leg.
And send the left leg back, nice and deep. Bring that heel up and over the toe. Nice, tuck your tailbone under, find that lovely opening in the chest. I'm going to put my hands on my boobies then and did a whoop whoop. I'll just do it just to show you what was going through my mind, just in case you're wondering yourself. It was completely true. Elbows together, hands together. Ease that back as we open up through the abdominals, lower abs really working here. Nice, and then as we exhale, come all the way forward. You're going to take your left elbow over your right knee. This is when I realise I've come on the correct side for one. What is the chances of that? Nice. Now try and get that elbow over the outside. So if your hand's still here and your elbow is in front of the knee, just keep the hands together and think of drawing that elbow down the leg towards the hip. And don't go any further until you've kind of mastered that. Then we're going to think of bringing the hands into your heart center. And then from here, we draw one hand down towards the earth and the other up towards the sky, pushing your back leg straight and strong. Nice. Keep it going. Keep holding. Nice. And then from here, we're going to windmill the arms. Come into warrior two. Rotate on the feet. Warrior two. How nice it is we find ourselves in warrior two. Just straighten up the shoulders or the hips. Inhale, take it backwards into your exalted, but keep this front knee down. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, come up. Take it down. Nice, come up. And take it down. Nice, exhale. We're going to bring it all the way across, side angle pose. Bringing the hand on the knee, elbow on the knee. We can take the hand across the body, or take the hand down, or maybe to a brick. Nice, we're going to hold this for a couple of breaths. Each time expanding into the ribs. So thinking of those side ribs filling with air, making the body wider. As we exhale, funneling that breath down. Reach into those fingers, feeling the arches of the feet working. And then as we exhale, we're going to take that sideways. Nice. You're going to lower the elbows to the floor or thereabouts. Bend the knees slightly. Nice. And then extend. This time we're going to take the hands onto the back of the sacrum, interlace the fingers, and then push the hands inside out as we draw those hands over the head. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll come sideways so you can see. Nice, draw those hands all the way down. Just notice your breath. Notice the breath. Begin to elongate the in and the out breath. Nice, just letting those shoulders drop. So try and let go of your deltoid muscles, the shoulder muscles. Shake off the neck, make sure it's nice and loose. And then as we inhale, we're going to slowly come up, bend the knees. I'm going to turn this way. Bend the knees, come up into your goddess with your arms twisted behind you, lovely. Nice, draw the shoulders back. It's going to look like your arms are falling off. Drop those knees. Rise up. Drop those knees, open up the arms. We're going to bring the hands into chin mudra. Nice. Hold it here. Flex the wrists really deep. So you've got two candles on your hands. You're going to rotate those wrists inwards. So we take the little fingers back. Bring the hands down. Drop your hips. And then bring your hands up again. The little fingers twist out. So you've got two candles. And you don't want to drop them. Open them up. Took me ages to get this. So don't worry if you're looking like you're strangling a vacuum cleaner with wire. I just tied myself in knots for ages for doing this one. Keep going as we come up, nice. And then we come up into a five-sided sign. Now make your wrists flat. So we're flexing the hands to the sky. You might feel that down the armpits. Hopefully you do. Bring your hands to your heart. You're going to take some little pulses in our goddess. Nice. Oh, how easy these feel now. So just straighten your back a little bit there, Helen. That's it, good. Pull the belly in. Let's hold it here as low as you can go and lift the heels. Nice. Nice. So we're going to draw the heels down. You're going to step to the front of the mat. Draw the hands down and then step halfway back. We're going to lift the left leg and lift the left leg really high. And then I'm going to slowly bring that left leg down. We're going to walk the hands to the feet, fall forward, Uttanasana. Forward, forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to the sky. Bring the hands into the heart. And this time, trying to turn the right hand down, the left hand up. Lift up the foot, draw the toe out to the side. Now lift up through the front body to lift up through the legs. So not holding it like this. Feel that length in your spine as we look over the right shoulder. Feel that twist in your spine. Nice. From here, bring your hands into your heart center. And as you do, push into the hands, engage your biceps and your triceps. Pull up through the belly if you're not already. Send that leg backwards. Now rotate the hips down. So naturally the leg wants to lift. We want to rotate it backwards and then breathe in. Inhale it away, keeping the hip down so it feels like you're dropping the hip, but actually that's straight. And then bring it in. Spread the toes. Exhale. Bring that leg all the way in and then step it forward. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands into your heart center. You're going to lower all the way down. Walk your hands to the front. Step your feet back into plank. No, into dog, sorry. Lift the right leg up and open up the hip. Drop the heel to the buttock. Step that foot all the way over, twisting through to come into a wild thing. And then maybe either remember to squeeze your glutes here. Maybe you can take your hand around the back of the neck and maybe slide that left leg straight. If you want to take your full chakrasana or wheel pose, you can bring that right hand down here for a wheel. And that's just an option. Nice. And then as we exhale, bring that right hand down, lift the right leg up. Bring the right leg in between the left armpit. Slide that across for your fallen star on the other side. Nice. Lift and strengthen and lengthen. And then as we exhale, left hand down, right leg back to dog. Just realign the feet. Rotate the shoulders, the elbow wells forward, the shoulders away, pull in the belly. We're going to lift the the left leg nice and high. Draw the knee to the elbow. Left elbow, and take it back. Nice, use your belly. Remember, this is too strong. We can draw that right knee down. Knee to the left elbow again. Inhale it back. Drawing through the belly, then it's not going all through the shoulders. Knee to left elbow. Then we're going to slide it down the forearm towards your wrist and then lift it up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide it down. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Bring that left foot forward in between the hands. Take straighten the left leg, draw the head to the knee. Find the breath. Push your right heel away. And then from here, pop in the back foot a little. Bring the heel in and turn the foot out. So it's like 30 degrees to the side. Take a grip into your right hand. Take the hand just in round where the big toe is. And lift the left leg to the sky for reverse triangle. Feeling that twist. Let your belly release and really twist those internal organs, detoxify in the body. And then as we exhale, bring that all the way down. Take your breath away. Mindfully find the floor. Mindfully step back into down dog. So both feet coming back a little bit. Nice. Lift the left leg up behind. Draw the heel to the opposite buttock. Feel that lovely stretch in the hips. Draw the foot all the way down. Straighten up the right leg. And then find your wild thing. Again, find chakrasana, wheel pose, whatever you want to call it. If you want to come all the way down. Holding it here, hand behind the head. Squeeze your glutes. Just holding it a little bit longer because I'm mean and nasty. I'm not really. And then take that hand all the way down, lift that left leg to the sky. We're going to, on an in-breath, bring that in between your right arm. And then lift up into your fallen star.
Nice, just beginning to slow the breath, even though the body is working hard. And then exhale, bring your right hand down, draw that left leg to the sky. And then bring that left leg to join the right leg and resetting your dog with your alignment of your elbows, your shoulders, your heels and your belly. Lift the right leg up, let it float high. And again, if you wanted to modify this next pose, you can bring that left knee down and do these almost like a tabletop rather than a dog. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knee, bring the knee to touch the right elbow. And take it back. I've slowed it down. It's much stronger. I'm going to bring it back. Knee, left elbow. Pull the belly in, send it back. Lovely. Exhale it forward. Hold it here. Draw the knee to the wrist. Lift it up. Draw the knee to the wrist. Lift it up. Draw the knee to the wrist. Lift it up. Send it all the way back. Nice. You're going to bring the right foot forward, draw the left foot in, head to knee, just let the body fold, both feet on the earth. Spread the toes, slight inclination of a rotation of the right hip crest backwards. And the left hip will kind of sort itself out. And then slowly draw your left back foot so it's out a little bit to the side, as though it's pointing towards the left. Picking up a break in the left hand, rotating through the rib cage and reaching up with the right hand for reverse Trikonasana, Padavriti Trikonasana. Open up the shoulders, stretch it through, feeling the twists and turns in the body like the twists and turns of our lives. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring that all the way down. Move the brick away. And we're going to bring the back foot, the front foot towards the back foot. Come up onto the toes and draw the heels in together. Now bend the knees, bring the bottom down, and then inhale and lift them up. Bend the knees, bring the bottom down, and inhale, lift the bottom up. Walk your hands a little closer, bend the knees. You're going to draw the knees to the triceps. And then come forward. Come onto the toes. And then maybe bring the head forward and lift the feet. If you're not quite there in your balance, lift your bum a little higher. Or take the knees on the outside edge. And find your crow. I'm just going to come out so I can see you. Nice, lovely, Imogen. Great job. And if you're not quite there, if you're quite a beginner to yoga, just think of getting that lift forward, just beginning to bring the weight forward and back, just like we did when we were in a down dog earlier on. And if you're at the front of the mat and you wanted to take your jump back from crow, feel free to jump back to plank. You're all looking at me like, no, I don't feel like that tonight. Good, giving it a try. So we sucker those thighs in together, jumping back. So we're lifting on up, sucker the thighs in, jump back to plank. And then everyone join us in downward facing dog. Nice. You're going to bring both feet in together. Sit down, your feet are just hip widths apart. And we're sitting on with the knees drawn in together. Bring the hands to your heart center. You're going to take the left elbow over the right knee, twist it through for a seated twist. You might just want to stay here. This might be enough for you tonight. You may also want to take your hands down. Take the knee and the elbow on the outside, and then slowly bring your weight forward and backwards, and forwards and backwards. Lift the bottom, and maybe lifting the feet to come into a side crow. Not easy to talk and teach that one. Give it a go. If this is your first time, just get used to that movement. Or just stay here in, nice, stay here in your little seated twist. Nice. Give it another try. Good, I'm just going to sit and watch you.
Good. Bring your knees in together there, Joe. Sucker them in together. That'll help keep your balance. Although it didn't. Nice. Good. Nice, everyone. And then from here, from the twist, we're going to lift the arms up to the sky. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze those thighs in and hold. Exhale, you're going to bring that twist to the other side. Bring your hips back so your knees are square, so that right hip might have to squeeze back. Sucker the thighs in together. Feel that twist. And then again, you might have to move a little bit for the space on your mat. You know, maybe this is your good side or maybe your not so good side. You can draw your hands down. Just need to bring in the weight to the side. Lift the bum up. Or draw the belly in. And then just think of that balance in the body. And giving it a go. Nice. Good. And then we're going to come all the way back. So from our little squat, we're going to twist back to center. Draw the bottom down. Extend those feet forward. Lift the arms. Exhale, take hold of the toes. Lift the heart and the chest. Fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Take your hands behind you. Press into the heels of your hands. Draw the shoulder blades. Press into the feet, maybe so much your heels come off. Hold it here. Drop the chin to the chest. Let all of the air exhale from the body. As we inhale, lift the head. And then here we're going to slowly, bring, actually if you've got bricks, you can bring your hands onto bricks. If you haven't got bricks, don't worry. You're going to bring your hands in the same place, so your shoulders and your wrists are aligned. We're going to draw the shoulders back, so that movement. Keep the feet flexed, and then inhale and lift up. Pull the belly in. From here, roll over, lift up, and then roll down. Let the bottom slide. Slide it through. Inhale, lift. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale, slide it through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide it through. Hold it here, lifting the bum off the floor. Bum off the floor. Exhale, lower down. Now, you're going to do it without the bricks. Just take your hands down, draw the shoulders back. We're going to bend the knees, lift the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come all the way through and lift the bottom up. So we're swinging, take it forward, and then exhale, lift the bum up. Take it back, lift it up. Really strong in the arms, take it back. Last one, hold it here. And then bring the bum all the way down. Bring the knees in towards the chest, rolling on the back. Just rolling the sacrum from side to side. Nice. Lift the legs to the sky, draw the arms up towards the sky, flex the heels. I'm going to draw the belly button down, and then coming down, draw the pubic bone down. Now from the pubic bone, think of the midpoint between the pubic bone and the belly and draw that down. And then draw the belly button down a bit deeper. Then go up the midpoint to the chest or the bottom of your sternum. And then the sternum, so you feel the whole of the front body is being pushed to the floor. Make sure you're still flexing the feet. And then with this drawn in, lift the head and shoulders off the mat. We're going to lift up to the sky and pulse, but not let the head come down. Try to engage through the belly and not the muscles of the neck. Keep going. Pulsing up, and up, and up, and hold, tucking the chin. Hold, And then slowly come all the way down. You're going to take the hands underneath you, balancing on the elbows, walking the hands onto your hips, and then taking that all the way back. So your feet come somewhere to the floor. Now you can tuck your shoulders under and take the hands onto the ribs. I'm just going to come down and look at you guys. Nice. So Chloe, I'm going to give you another variation. Yeah, that's it. Good. Excellent. Walk your hands further down. Beautiful. Excellent, everybody. Remembering you can use your sofa or your props if you're not feeling that you want to come all the way over. And once your feet are on the floor, if your feet are on the floor, making sure there's no pain in the neck, interlace your fingers and draw your little finger down towards the earth. Now pull the belly in. Push the heels away. Draw those thighs in together. And breathe. Really working through your thyroid gland in the throat. Just helping you to squeeze those glands. Just have an effect on your breath. Even though you may feel a little restricted, just allow that breath to come and go. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And maybe you can take your hands back onto your back, and from here lift the left leg to the sky. Pull the belly in, and then maybe join it with the right leg to come up into our shoulder stand. Squeeze the glutes, extend the legs and be active through the feet, either flex, point or a bit of both, called a floint, just where you flex the toes and point the rest of the foot. Spreading the toes like frog's feet. Golden pose, the queen of the yoga postures. It's just said to defy time, to not make you old, to do this pose every day. And then very slowly, we're going to walk the hands to the buttocks, draw the knees above the nose. Let the weight come back into the bum cheeks and slowly, really slowly drawing the buttocks to the bottom to the earth. Keep the legs lifted, draw the arms up parallel, drawing those 5 points of the belly button from the pubic bone, midpoint to navel, navel, midpoint to lower chest, chest, and then peel the head and shoulders off the mat. I'm just going to hold it here. Arms and legs parallel, and then let's gently pulse. Nice, come all the way down. Bring the hands down. We're going to keep the feet together if we can. Keep the thighs together. Keep the belly pulled in. Draw the shoulders out so you're not grinding the jaw and the shoulders are not working too hard. You're going to use your belly muscles to lower the legs to the earth, but then just to hover just above it. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower the legs to the earth, squeeze their belly muscles in, release through the jaw. Inhale, lift the legs up. Now, if your lower back is coming off the floor, just go as far as that. If it lifts up and arches, that's your limit. Take it just to there and work on your form, work on your technique. Don't work on your ego to get it all down. You'll only end up giving yourself a small back injury, pulling a muscle in your back. Squeeze the belly down and you use the belly. Focus on the breath, elongate the exhale, now pause and hold. And then inhale and lift. Take it down, exhale, and inhale and lift. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock the hips from side to side. Slide the right leg away. Bring your right hand onto your left knee and twist that over to the side. Look towards your left hand in line with the shoulder, palm facing up. As we squeeze that left knee all the way over to the right. And then as we inhale, come all the way back. Wind release pose, Apanasana. Slide your left leg away. Draw the left hand onto the outer edge of the right knee, right hand out to the side. Draw the knee over to the left as we look towards the right hand. Try to draw that right shoulder to the floor. And so maybe feeling those twists that the body's had tonight. And then slowly coming all the way up and extending both legs away to move into Shavasana. Taking the whole body to the earth, popping on warm clothes if you need to. And then the body sink as we bring the focus back to the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. It's coming back to our intention, our theme about letting the ego go, not always needing to win. Maybe setting yourself a little intention of contentment. Being totally grateful for the things you have. And content in your life, or even just content in this moment. And very soon we begin to take this contentment off the mat. So everything we have to succeed in our life is right here. Don't need anything else. We have it all here. This is just right. Just need to attune the mind that this is so. I'm going to read you a poem called Wild Geese. You don't have to be good. You don't have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body like what it loves. Tell me about your despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. And meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination. It calls you, like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of all things. Take a deep breath in. Hoping you found this place on the mat tonight. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Draw the knees into the chest. Giving yourself all the love that you've got to give for your whole mind, body and soul tonight on the mat. And then walk on over to the right. And then take this little fetal position. So you just slowly acclimatize. You're reborn into a whole new you. Making your way up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Take your time. Take a deep breath in. It's not rotate through the neck or just draw the head from side to side, whatever feels good. And then slowly bring the hands to your heart. And let's send them up to the sky. Open up your lotus flower, thumbs and fingers wide, and then draw your thumbs to your third eye, to your lips, and back to the heart. Before we seal this lovely class with the mantra Om. Let's take a breath in to prepare. Thank you so much for your practice tonight. Namaste.